Okay, I gave my YouTube channel details out to a couple of people today at church, and I hope they're watching this at some point. The title of the message this morning at church that I heard was called It's All Good. Well, it isn't all good. It ain't all good. What went on this morning at church during this service was not all good. First of all, these people are ignorant. Ignorance is not bliss. Triangles, cubes, capstones, all are significant symbols within the occult, within the Luciferian New World Order, and they mean something to people like Alice Bailey, Madame H.B. Blavatsky, that formed the Theosophy Society and the United Nations Lucis Trust, which used to be Lucifer Trust. I've posted videos on my homepage, Brian Houston video, Your Kingdom Come video, ACC, and United Nations Lucis Trust, and what's the deal with all the triangles. This is just basic one-on-one information, fundamentals of what things that I've known for years, but to many, it's new information. They know nothing of these things. I spoke to two young blokes after the service, and they were oblivious to all of that. Zechariah 11:14, the New World Order, music industry, depicting everybody with the right eye darkened. They were clueless. Clueless, because leadership in the church doesn't make it common knowledge to themselves, so they can't pass on what they don't know themselves. They don't care. They just run their services the same every single week and nothing changes. And yet they can use the symbolism of the devil, Lucifer, the occult, for like the ACC conference that just went down, that this pastor just returned from. Praising it this morning, the ACC Kingdom Now, Your Kingdom Now Conference, ACC Conference 2019. And I broke it down 10 months ago with the symbolism and what it represents. And how you can find that under just under a Google search of right eye utterly darkened, and look at images and read up. If you don't know about it, read up, visualize it, see it. It's all there in live motion picture if you don't like reading. There's no excuse for this today. What was done at church other than, I don't know, I can't explain it myself. Pyramids, cubes, capstones around the pastor's name during the first worship song played. We're looking at an oscillating triangle on the screen behind the worship team. What the? Yeah, exactly. What the hell? It is hellish. Oh boy, there's a different spirit operating here. There's a false Jesus being proclaimed, because this church openly preaches from the Message Bible. So obviously they haven't gone and explored and investigated the New Age, the New World, the New Age religion. Because if they did that, they might have seen a thing called The Message Exposed, a mystic mess website, and read it and understood and never preached from the Message Bible again. It's simple as that, folks. We have phones today, the internet, tablets, screens, laptops, desktops. We have information at our hands and our eyes, ready to be seen and absorbed and understood. And you must use discernment with everything that you look at on the internet. And discernment comes from God alone and His Word, the King James Bible. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this video. It's just pretty sad but it was to be expected. And I'm glad I saw all these things, because maybe this might be the lifeline that this bloke needs to hear, to see if he is willing to humble himself and get right with God for the sake of his congregation. And if you ignore this, well, every man will be judged according to his work, Scripture says. Thanks for listening.